The desert biome is located in many areas around the world, especially those such as Africa, Australia, and parts of Europe, and is home to various plants and animals that have learned to adapt to the climate of this biome. This video focuses on a desert within Africa known as the Sahara. The Sahara Desert has high temperatures during the day and low temperatures at night, with hardly any standing water due to higher evaporation than precipitation. Due to the lack of water, vegetation does not grow tall in the desert biome. Plants that are native to this region are the prickly pear cactus, or Opuntia, and the date palm, or Phoenix dactylifera. The prickly pear cactus has reduced its leaves to spines in order to decline the amount of water lost, and to protect the cactus. The roots of the prickly pear cactus are also made for very dry environments to help adapt to the desert's hot weather. The date palm has huge leaves that help it survive in hot, dry climates and adapt to live through long summers without rain.
The native animals within the desert include the Saharan cheetah, or the Anoxis stupidus hecki, and gazelles, or gazella. Saharan cheetahs are an R-selected species that live 10 to 12 years and have multiple cubs. These animals use their claws to help them run faster in order to catch their prey. They spread their paws to maximize the traction as they run. Gazelles are an R-selected species that live for 10 to 12 years. They have a medium-sized body, which means less skin for moisture loss, and it helps gazelles survive when resources are scarce.
The 10% rule is when only 10% of energy from the previous ecosystem trophic level is passed on to the next level of organisms. An example of a food chain in the Saharan desert is with various shrubs and trees as the producers, which are eaten by primary consumers such as gazelles and kangaroo rats. These animals are eaten by secondary consumers such as snakes and bobcats. And finally, the animals that eat these are called predators and include coyotes and the Saharan cheetah. The kangaroo rat is the keystone species in this food chain. It influences other animal populations, soil quality. Endangered species are those species that are declining in numbers and are at risk for extinction. Those in the Sahara Desert include the Aurochs antelope, or Aurochs nasomacalatus. Indiscriminate hunting has wiped out large populations of the antelopes. Also, the African wild dog, or Lycaon pictus, has become extinct due to outbreaks of infectious diseases, persecution by humans, and habitat destruction. Gazelles, or gazella, have become endangered because they have suffered from overhunting, drought, and loss of habitat.
Invasive species are defined as species who are non-native to the ecosystem under consideration and whose introduction causes or is likely to cause economic or environmental harm or harm to human health. Invasive species in the Saharan desert are the mustard plant and the crazy ant, which both started spreading rapidly. The desert biome has experienced many threats that affects the environment and the animals. For example, humans have caused harm to the biome through potassium cyanide poisoning from gold mining that poisons wildlife, as well as through oil and gas drilling, which disrupts the natural habitat. High temperatures have dried up the watering holes, killing the animals and increasing global warming. The rising temperatures have also increased the chances of wildfires that kill shrubs and slow-growing trees, altering the landscape.
Competitive exclusion principle states that two species competing for the same limiting resource cannot coexist at constant population value. For example, some plants are not able to grow near each other because their roots will affect each other's growth. This results in plants spacing themselves out. 3 abiotic factors in the desert include water availability, sunlight, and temperature. Deserts only receive around 10 inches of rain per year. Groundwater is available far below the surface, and plants have adapted to this by incredibly long roots. Deserts get an abundant amount of sunlight due to low humidity. Because the desert is so dry, there is little water to evaporate and form clouds. Many other biomes have trees that provide shade, but trees are not common within the desert. Therefore, the desert is exposed to sun most of the hours of the day. And with no water to store the heat, the temperature fluctuates immensely. People benefit economically from the desert biome because it offers a great deal of tourism as well as a place for livestock such as camels and goats. We should do whatever we can to help protect this biome.